Hello everyone, I'm Aratrika Bhaumik and I welcome you all to another episode of Courts Today on LiveLaw, where we update you about all the important legal developments that took place across the country today. We will begin with developments from the Supreme Court of India and then move on to High Courts and other subordinate courts. If you like our content, then it would mean a lot to us if you could please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Let's begin. The Supreme Court of India is likely to hear tomorrow the batch of petitions challenging the order of the Uttarakhand High Court, based on which demolitions in Haldwani were carried out. The matter was mentioned before a bench comprising Chief Justice of India D.Y. Chandrachud, Justice Abdul Nazir and Justice P.S. Narasimha by Advocate Prashant Bhushan. The bench agreed to the request and tagged all the matters together, which will be heard tomorrow. Supreme Court Judge Justice Bela N. Trivedi recused from hearing the public interest litigation petitions challenging the order of the Gujarat government allowing the premature release of 11 convicts sentenced to life in the Bilkis Bano case for the gang rape and murder during 2002 Gujarat riots. The recusal is seemingly on the basis that Justice Trivedi was deputed as the Law Secretary of the Gujarat government during 2004 to 2006. Sitting in the same combination with Justice Ajay Rastogi in December last year, Justice Trivedi had also recused from hearing the writ petition filed by Bilkis Bano questioning the decision to release the convicts. The Supreme Court bench comprising Chief Justice of India D.Y. Chandrachud and Justice P.S. Narasimha disapproved the mandate for uniform pricing of cinema tickets. The bench opined that it would be unfair for the same rate to be charged on every theatre irrespective of the location of the theatre and the facilities provided in the concerned theatre. The issue arose in an appeal filed against a judgment of the Jammu and Kashmir High Court, which had directed that every district magistrate in the state was to ensure that proper uniformity is maintained with respect to the sale of tickets in all the cinema theatres of the state, according to the provisions of the Jammu and Kashmir Cinemas Regulation Rules 1975. The Supreme Court of India will hear on February 20th the special leave petition challenging a Manipur High Court order which had held that the state government has sufficient power to create new districts in hill areas and plain revenue areas. According to the petition, the 2016 notification is illegal as the state government has no legal competence and jurisdiction to issue it under Rule 30 of the rules. It is a petitioner's case that the rules are only procedural code for the allotment of internal departmental works and not a legal tool for conferring power on matters of legislative subjects. The Supreme Court of India has granted final opportunity to the state of Tamil Nadu to file response in a plea challenging the order of the Madras High Court that had refused to quash the government order of 2014, which made Tamil paper compulsory in Class 10 State Board exam for all students. The matter was called out on Tuesday and the counsel appearing on behalf of the petitioner organization apprised the Supreme Court bench comprising Justices S.K. Kaul and A.S. Oka that the state government had circulated an adjournment letter in the matter. Pursuant to the perusal of its orders, the bench noted that it had previously granted time to the state government to file its counter affidavit. Thereafter, it granted one last opportunity to the state of Tamil Nadu to file its counter affidavit within 3 weeks and directed the matter to be listed next on 30th January. The Supreme Court has refused to entertain the plea filed by Samajwadi Party leader Azam Khan seeking to transfer his cases from the state of Uttar Pradesh. The matter was heard by a bench comprising CJI D.Y. Chandrachud, Justice Abdul Nazir and Justice P.S. Narasimha. Senior advocate Kapil Sibal, appearing on behalf of Khan, argued that he won't get free trial in the state of UP in the several cases which have been registered against him. The Supreme Court has stayed the Allahabad High Court's direction to the Uttar Pradesh State Election Commission to notify the urban local body polls without OBC reservation. Also, to ensure smooth administration in local bodies whose terms have expired, the court allowed the delegation of powers to a 3-member body headed by the district magistrate with the condition that no major policy decision should be taken. The order was passed by a bench comprising Chief Justice of India D.Y. Chandrachud and Justice P.S. Narasimha in a petition filed by the Uttar Pradesh government against the Allahabad High Court's decision asking the state to conduct urban local body polls without OBC reservations. The Solicitor General of India, Tushar Mehta, today informed the Supreme Court that the Central Bureau of Investigation will not be filing its response in a plea moved by Dr. Subramaniam Swamy seeking CBI inquiry into the role of the Reserve Bank of India officials in various banking scams. A bench of Justices B.R. Gavai and Vikram Nath said today during the hearing, and I quote, "If they, that is the CBI, don't want to file a counter, we will proceed." The petition appearing in person, Dr. Swamy expressed that CBI should file a status report on the investigation so far. The bench, however, did not pass any such direction. The Bombay High Court today adjourned a plea seeking postponement of the JEE Mains 2023 Sessions 1 exam after it noted that the petitioner has failed to file on record the brochure of the exam. The case was accordingly adjourned to Tuesday. The High Court was hearing a PIL filed by activist Anubha Sahai challenging the eligibility criteria of minimum 75% marks in class 12. The plea also seeks deferment of the upcoming JEE Mains examination to April this year. The Delhi High Court has ordered status quo on the action of Municipal Corporation of Delhi of demolishing a temporary makeshift shelter of an 80-year-old woman housing over 200 displaced stray dogs for over 30 years. Pratima Devi, an octogenarian popularly known as Dog Amma, moved court seeking immediate alternate shelter after the demolition happened on January 3rd, leaving the elderly woman and stray dogs shelterless. The urgent mentioning of the petition was allowed today, and the same was listed before Justice Manoj Kumar Ori, who also permitted the petitioner woman to put a tarpaulin as an interim measure. The court has also directed the MCD and the Delhi government to explore the possibility of providing rehabilitation to the petitioner without prejudice to the rights and contentions of either of the parties. The Karnataka High Court has struck down a criteria in the guidelines issued by the Department of Sainik Welfare and Resettlement, by which married daughters under the age of 25 years were held ineligible for issuance of dependent identity cards. The identity card, if issued, makes them eligible to apply for government jobs in the reserved category for ex-servicemen. A single-judge bench of Justice M. Naga Prasanna allowed the petition filed by one Priyanka R. Patil, who is the daughter of the deceased, who was killed in action, and struck down guidelines, holding it to be violative of Articles 14 and 15 of the Constitution of India. Thank you. Keep watching Courts Today on LiveLaw for more such updates. See you tomorrow.